Hi guys, it's Ray with The Buzz, and we are on the red carpet tonight with the cast of Blackish. Of course, they're going into their last season, and we'll definitely miss the show, but let's hear what they have to say about it right now.
Everybody must leave Saturday night, and that goes for you guys too.
Okay, cool. Mason's having a blacklight party, so we really don't care about what you guys have going on.
Michelle Obama's coming to dinner.
What?
What?
Oh,
Oh my
dang.
God.
Mason's party was just canceled. Yeah, he has a 7-day diarrhea. So, we're actually available.
So, of course, I think this show is going to go down in history as one of the best family comedies, but also it has some dramatic moments. Are there any that stand out for you in particular over your time in the show?
Man, I keep telling people this, but there's an episode coming up that is probably one of my favorite episodes that we've ever filmed on Blackish. I get to have some amazing scenes with Anthony and Lawrence, and it's very dramatic and very deep, but it's just so beautiful. I think that's one of my favorite moments that we've ever had. Obviously, we have some of our police brutality episodes and our post-Trump election. Thank God he's out. That moment was also a very serious, deep topic, and I think we handled it well. Brought some laughs, but very serious stuff. So, yeah.
So we actually watched you grow up on the show. You're both your character and in real life.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
It was crazy, honestly, just getting to watch everybody. I mean, everybody comes up to me all the time. They're like, I feel like you're like my younger brother or my cousin. I'm like, I get that. All light-skinned people look alike. No, I'm joking. But I don't know if we can say that on here. My bad. But it was a little joke. But it's so nice to have people who really see themselves in Junior and see their siblings and their neighbors, because that's what it's about. It's about representation, and it's about being able to realize real characters for who they are and put them on TV, because everybody loves seeing themselves on TV. So, yeah.
This will arguably go down as one of the best, I think, family comedies on TV.
Crazy. Thank you. That's just crazy to hear. That was the second time I heard that, and I was like, it blows my mind to even be in that. I never thought of it like that. But just for people to even bring up the show in that conversation is mind-blowing to me. So.
Of course, because every generation has them. We had the Jeffersons, we had this and that.
That's what makes it so crazy, because you got the Cosbys, you got the Jeffersons, every single show that we've all watched growing up, and it's an awesome to be in that area and in that space that people look at as like the best family sitcom that we have that represents us as a people. So. Yeah.
One thing for you is, so your character, obviously you said when you started you were really young, so your character kind of grew up, and maybe you too grew up on the TV. If you could see Miles in 10 years, what would you say? Not, you mean
my character? Like, what would I say? I mean, that's a good thing. I would say for my character, I have no idea, because throughout the years he's so unpredictable, and that's the thing I love about him. Like, you don't know if he'll do robotic class, basketball. You don't know if he'll be a professional NBA player or if he'll go into anything that has anything to do with any industry. He's always open to. So I think every single year, that's something I love about him, is he's always trying new stuff. So that's what I'll say about Jack. I'm not sure for me. Just keep doing what I love. Just keep entertaining in any way possible, and just being able to spread my messages and the things that I want to be putting out there. So. Yeah, that's what I'd say for both. I mean, for Jack, it's super unpredictable, so it's hard to say. Yeah. So yeah.
For your character, did you see the evolution of your character kind of the way it went, or did you have something different in mind?
Well, no. Dre is me. I am Dre. So, we grow every day, and how we grow, you never know until that growth happens. So, it was just a natural progression of Anthony becoming Dre, Dre becoming Anthony, and just bringing this character to life, and showing him in all of his splendor, and how he blossomed and grew, just like all the other characters on the show.
I will have to say my favorite moments are him actually on Grownish spazzing out as the kind of spin-off dad on there. But for you, what do you think is your favorite aspect of the fatherhood part of your character?
You just said it, fatherhood. I got to work with these young actors. They were 7, 8 years old when they started this, and they've grown into fine adults. But getting to be that that patriarch of this family, and just sharing my wisdom, what little I had. But that's what it is. That's what it is. But I got to grow with these children as they grew.
Yeah.
They kept me hip to what was in these streets. You know, because these kids are in the streets. They in these streets. And they were my barometer of what's, what's cool and what's not.
Of course, I think this show is going to go down as one of the best family comedies that of this generation. But in that, there have been some definite dramatic moments. Which of those stand out to you?
Well, I think the Juneteenth script was so powerful. I remember getting it and opening the script and thinking, oh my God. And I can start crying right here. The audacity of Kenya Barris to do what he did. I was so proud of him. He could have led me, over the Nile. I would have been like, all right, let's go. And he did take us over the Nile. He took us into deep history. He took us on a journey that I'd never seen on television. Also, I laughed out loud every time I got a Blackish script. I don't use the words like honored, but I was honored to do this show because it was brave and it was necessary. During the Trump era, are you kidding? People needed to be consoled. People also needed to wake up. And the show is about being woke, So I'm very proud of Blackish. I always will be.
It's just me, same.
Yeah, it was 8 years of my life. And, I had to sit down the other day and I said, what did you do with 8 years? Well, I wrote 2 books. So I'm be real honest when I tell you I'm proud of myself. A book is not a joke. Wow. So, and the second one comes out on August 30th, so I'm really happy about that. And The Mother of Black Hollywood did very well. I spoke to mental illness. It helped a lot of people. I was very proud of that, because that's why I wrote it. That's why I wrote it.
I was going to say, we are proud of you. You are the mother. So it's like, and one of the things, speaking of motherhood, what I want to know is, of course, you have a beautiful daughter, and your character didn't quite like Bo at first. And so
Ruby couldn't stand Bo.
So has your beautiful daughter brought home anybody that you were like, we're not going to do that?
Girl, let me tell you. I put it like this. I have a motto. It's called, let the children live. Because you can't get in that business. I go, you go see how that feels. All right, taxi. All right. No, you got to let kids. No, nobody stopped us from doing what we want to do. So let them do what they want to do. Let them learn their lessons.
Dad, I hope you're watching this.
Yeah, go get them.
Mama said it.
Yeah, go get them.
I feel like when making a show like Blackish, we were also aware of the fact that many shows had to come before it to make a Blackish possible. And I think we embraced that too. We embraced the family nature of those shows that made them succeed, as well as figuring out how do we play with the space they gave us? How do we keep evolving the narrative of what we can see a black family do on television? And so I think that stands out in that all of these moments of black culture that I think have poured into Blackish in particular all show a way in which they continue to push the status quo, even with some risk. And I feel like Blackish has continued in that legacy in particular.
Oh, for sure, 100%. And for your character specifically, for Zoe, did you see the character's arc going the way it went and even getting into Grownish, which I love?
No way. When I tell you, I thought when they had the college storyline that this was like, oh, they're kind of gently writing me off.
I'm scared for you, I'm not gonna lie.
Like I thought like, okay, she'll kind of do laundry or just be around, because it made sense. Zoe has always been on this trajectory to like leave the house and do the great things that her parents told her that they want her to do. And so it also speaks to like Kenya, where he'd never want any of our characters to stagnate. And so I was like, well, what does that mean? If she's not stagnating, which means she's not staying. And it really wasn't until we were well halfway through her kind of college storyline that they even kind of told me that there was a potential spin-off in the works. So I can say with confidence, no, had no clue.
All right, well, awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey y'all, it's Miles Brown, and you just been buzzed.